All right, people. Welcome to the Family Myth, the Legend. I am the king of the Family Myth, the Legend, Mr. Jordan here, back for you for one more time on this brilliant podcast that we got tonight. So, as y'all can see to my left right here, I have a beautiful co-host tonight. She is a very sophisticated lady coming from the Lynch Street, Jackson State University, and by way of Belhaven too. This is my wife, Miss Angela Jordan.
Hello.
So, all right. So, talking with some folks lately. I don't know if everybody's seen what's going on in social media. The biggest thing is the death of Kobe Bryant. So,
I gotta see comments.
Yeah, because we can't see the comments because I'm blind and she probably is too.
I got my contacts on. I still can't see that.
I can't see that far anyway. But yeah, the death of Kobe Bryant got a lot of people in all kinds of sorts and everything, and it's been like the biggest topic since what day did that? Saturday?
Sunday.
Yeah, it's okay since Sunday.
Was it Sunday?
I thought. What did I get my hair cut? We was in the barbershop.
It was Sunday because it was a Sunday at Bessie Jackson.
Yeah, so it was that Sunday, and they really kind of put a damper on stuff like that because, like, to know it's just not even just Kobe Bryant died. It's just a simple fact that it was his daughter and 5 other people, and it was like a whole family, almost a whole family except one daughter that didn't die in a pilot, and that's real sad. And I have been looking at a lot of different posts and comments. You know what I'm saying? And tonight's topic is the positive and negative effect that social media plays on our lives right now. Because people have taken it like really, like they've been real positive. If you have seen Girl Dad and everything, you know, to commemorate their him and his daughter relationship, that's been a sweet thing. But I saw like different things that people took it for, what's the word? Took it as being a negative ploy to put dirt on his good name. And it's really kind of sad how people do, and because you hadn't seen nothing, have you? You just seen the post that people have made about him dying and everything, and it's kind of crazy because people are really taking it as, you know what I'm saying. Let me like we're doing different stuff. I see Jordan has made a Concord 11 in commemoration of Kobe and everything, and it's really sad because the thing is, my whole thing was, when I saw it, it's like, as being a dad and being, you know, a husband and, you know, just being a husband and father, you are a protector. That man had to watch his child go down with him, and he couldn't do nothing about it. That was the hardest thing that for me that I had to take in, because we all want to feel as parents, as to feel like we can do anything we can protect our kids, and we want to do better by them because we want to be able to teach our kids something different, and we want them to grow, you know, have stuff that we never did. Because I don't know if that was my parents' goal, but what about yours? I know your parents want you to have better.
Well, my parents taught me to be independent and not have to depend on anybody else. I wouldn't necessarily say better than what, because I know they didn't necessarily teach me to be better than them. They just taught me, you know, learn things on your own. I already know that you'll do better than, you know, make better choices than I have.
I think that's the whole,
because the opportunity was, you know, we have better opportunities now than they did.
Because I be looking at a lot of stuff like how technologies have really grown. So everything we expected to grow through that technology and everything. But before I start, everybody go on Apple Podcasts and y'all stream this podcast for at least 60 seconds. I'm gonna have a contest probably in the next week or so. We revamping. Next week will be a revamp of the whole podcast too, because I actually have a production staff coming. I have my manager coming, and then my engineer, and we're working on photographers and everything. So hey, if you're watching it on live, please just go on Apple Music and try and, you know, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever you saw a podcast source, y'all go on and stream this for about 60 seconds. Just show me a little love. Just show me and my wife, hey, y'all out here listening. So, like I said, and then go on YouTube and go to the Family Myth, the Legend, and look us up. Like and subscribe. Just hit that bell. You'll get notification every time a podcast hit. We will be doing videos next week, so you just want to see it on live, you'll be able to go back and see how the outtakes and stuff of what we do. So, but yeah. back to what we were talking about. But I saw one of the craziest things I saw today, and it hurt my heart because you always want to feel like you actually did something on this earth. I've seen a lot of. I was not the biggest Laker fan growing up. I mean, you're not a basketball fan at all. No,
okay, so I was a Laker fan by default, just because my brother-in-law loved the Lakers.
Mm-hmm. So
that's all I got.
Did you at least know Shaq? Who Shaq was?
I know who the people are. I don't know numbers. Lord knows I don't know the scores.
I'm gonna tell you about
the colors.
I'm gonna tell you about my wife. My wife is a lot like my aunt. My mom is a baseball, baseball freak. My aunt was like my aunt was the one that had cable growing up. So all the shows were on cable. So when my mama wanted to bowl a basketball game, we'd go down my auntie house because we stayed down in the country, she stayed in the city. So my auntie didn't know nothing. She would know, hey, that blue and white team just scored. What am I supposed to say? I'm like, what you mean, auntie? You gotta say nothing. Just gotta enjoy the game. So she didn't know. If an NBA final come on, the only person she knew was Michael Jordan. That's all she knew. That's all she knew. But she probably knew who Shaq was because there was that time when Shaq was around. But she was that person. So my wife is a lot like my aunt. But you know what I'm saying? I was raised on basketball. My mom is a big basketball fan, a baseball fan. So by default, we have our teams and stuff like that. But you couldn't go too many places that you had one kid that's out there hollering Kobe. You know what I'm saying? Kobe Bryant was the man. You might not liked him, but you couldn't do nothing but respect what he did for the game. He came along. They were talking about how LeBron passed his scoring record, and everybody was like, "Well, that's where he died because after he died, it pushed LeBron in play." Me and my little brother talked earlier today. Like, no matter what, LeBron broke it. At every point that he scores after that, it's still a record. No, it's still something that's going to be chased. Records are meant to be broken. When you put a man's death in there, he's already set a legacy. He's a legend, no matter how you look at it. We all attempt to do something great. He was a person that he was a God-fearing man. He said, "Hey, look," he said, "I didn't know I can do it until I put myself on the cross, and God helped me pull that cross with me." You can't do nothing but respect the stuff he was talking about. It's all of it is just in good sport. Why put what year was it? The year that him and his wife had issues, and he was caught in a little cheating scandal, and it was a rape thing in Wyoming or something like that. In Denver, it was in Denver. I saw a guy's comment said, "Serves you right for raping all those girls and stuff like that." How would you feel if somebody put dirt on your name like that after you? Well, I don't want to say after you died because you wouldn't know, but to know somebody would be out there tarnishing your name after you done all you can to be great out of something.
Honestly, what's the saying? Like, you've done right if somebody's saying something bad about you.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
And of course, somebody gonna be negative. It's always gonna be negative commentary out there. So, I mean, that's your opinion.
Yeah, it's your opinion.
Everybody not gonna like you.
That is true. And he wasn't, like I said, I remember the finals between the Sixers and the Lakers. And I was always been a big Allen Iverson fan. And the Sixers got straight blew out. They tried their best, but they couldn't match with Kobe and Shaq. You couldn't match all them folks. And hope them weren't gunshots. But
I want to throwing dirt in my name.
Right. Because I don't want to look. I don't want to feel like, dang, you know what? Don't say nothing about my wife if she gone or me.
You went with that too. We stay in a nice neighborhood, guys.
We do stay in a nice neighborhood, but they still like here. Maybe the firecrackers. But
maybe it was a car accident or something.
But you know what I'm saying? You didn't like Kobe. A lot of people didn't like Kobe after he put up the 81. I just don't understand it. You know what I'm saying? I might not liked it, but he didn't. He did a great job. Like as far as his after basketball persona was very, very like you couldn't top it. He tried to do everything he could for the game, even after he retired. He really like to me. It feels like it was a hole that left ever since he died, and for his child to be taken with him, that does something. You know, she didn't have a chance to even live her life and see where she was going. The story was that Kobe said Kobe didn't have any boys. He had 4 girls. And he was like, him and his wife, like, why don't you try for a boy? You know what I'm saying? And so somebody carry on your legacy. And his daughter would be with him. She was like, no, don't worry about it. I got that. Like, she never will get to do that and see where her legacy takes her. You know, Kobe said the women deserve the same respect that a man gets in the sport. You know what I'm saying? They work hard. You know what I'm saying? But, like, a woman has lost a husband. Kids have lost their dad. Why make it any worse than you already do? What are you doing it for likes? Or are you doing it just because? Because like I said, I really seen it. Like, have you ever seen where a negative comment gets blowed out of proportion? And it's ridiculous. And it shouldn't be like that. We should all be put in a position where let's leave people good name out of it. Even if they was like, look, I admit I'm a fickle human being and I can be a little crazy. But I'm just like, when he died, I'm gonna tell y'all the first thing came to mind. Why wasn't it R. Kelly? I'm gonna take R. Kelly. I mean,
listen, okay, so listen, because the way that statement you just made, that whoever made that comment about Kobe might feel some type of way about you talking about R.
It
Kelly.
might be, but like,
that's his opinion, so you can't.
That is true,
you know.
but it's my opinion. But like, I think I like R. Kelly. I'm not a big R. Kelly. I'm a big R. Kelly song fan, but R. Kelly is a person.
He's still a human, and he made me say, how do we know all this stuff is true? Well, okay, let me get it, because before we did the podcast, like, Chris asked me, you know, you going to go on this podcast with me? And I'm like, what are we talking about? And he's like, Kobe. I'm like, I feel like I can't relate. And not to be negative, it's just, so if you watch Black Ink Chicago, when Charmaine's mom died, I was up in there boohooing crying because I feel like I can relate to her. I can relate to Kobe. I'm not saying I'm not going to say anything negative. I'm not going to say anything at all about it. But I do feel some type of way, you know, for Vanessa. Like, Vanessa lost her son, her daughter, and her husband unexpectedly. Mm-hmm. So I do feel sympathy. I can sympathize with the people. Like, I had one of my Facebook friends, I want to say he's a principal at a high school, and he was like, I had a moment on Monday. Like, I wore all my Kobe stuff, and one of the little kids came up to me being negative. But that's just out of ignorance because they don't know who Kobe is. So you're talking about 10-year-old and under. So you can't get mad at someone else's opinion about something because now you're judging them too. True. If that makes sense.
I mean, you're absolutely right. Because thing is, they used to say opinions like assholes. Everyone got one. Right. That's the only thing about it.
Because ain't nothing anybody saying is really a fact. It's everybody's feeling.
Because we like I said, I mean, being up in that barbershop, like I sitting in free the chair, getting my hair cut. There's a guy that sits right next to me. I don't know the name, but he's a little outrageous. Detroit. I guess it would. Wouldn't it be? All right. But he got to a place. He's like, man, Kobe gone, man. Kobe gone, man. But I feel like I feel like he was just, you know how people be reaching for attention. He was like, oh, Kobe gone. I think somebody need to buy me lunch because Kobe gone. I'm like, what?
And I guess like you was getting a haircut, I was sitting at my computer and I think I was scrolling Facebook. I don't know. I was sitting at my desk. I was working Sunday and it came across. Oh, maybe I was on Google or Yahoo or something. And it came across. First thing I did was like make sure it wasn't fake news.
Because the TMZ.
And I was like, oh man, that's sad. And I kind of like went on to what I was doing. I felt bad because I don't feel sad. And I'm like, should I be feeling sad? No. I mean, you know, if you grew up with him, which I did, because I'm not young as y'all think I am, because he called me a baby, but
she is a baby.
I did grow up with Kobe. I just never watched any of the games, or like I said, I relate to the Black Ink situation, or we was watching a movie last night and I was sleep crying. I didn't even know.
You watched Canal Street.
Yeah, Canal Street. Don't know, but I just felt that. And I guess if I would have saw the plane or something like that, then I'm like, oh man, just to think about things that happen. But when you just show me a picture, I'm like, oh,
I think it gets to the place where I had a moment because growing up, like I said, Kobe was a lot of us wanted to be Kobe Bryant. No, I don't think it would too like. No matter how you didn't like him, all of us wanted to be.
I didn't like him.
I think everybody. A lot of people like. I usually hear fuck Kobe all the time. Fuck Kobe.
No, LeBron maybe. But
I know Kobe.
Personally, he came to North Park and the way he treated those babies that won his autograph, he was very nice.
That's true.
But that made me not like him. But he may, and then just thinking about how celebrities feel, he may have been tired that day. You know.
And we've met celebrities just. You can't catch him in the off time and stuff like that. But there's still with people that didn't like Kobe. Kobe has a whole commercial of he's had people singing. He's like, I've been loving you I've been hating you for so long. And it's a whole commercial. And he creates a whole choir out of the audience. If anybody knows, it was on Facebook the other day. I forgot all about it. But there are people that didn't like him. Maybe because they just didn't like his game or whatnot. People just like the comments come out. You never know who people really are until they come out with something and be like, oh, okay, you felt like that. You don't know how people harbor. A lot of people don't know.
You feel like that about R. Kelly, though.
It's true, but I rather tell you. I rather just say what it was. I don't hate R. Kelly, but there's a lot of blame for all the way around.
So when Kobe was going through his little infidelity issues. Did you feel some type of way about that?
I did. My thing is, I'm like this. And me and my little brother were talking earlier today. And I feel like this. And I guess when I was like, damn, that man cheated on his wife. And I was like, back then you like, look at his wife fine. And stuff like that. But when you get older, you start seeing stuff in a different light. Number one, you get accusations or stuff like that. As you get older, just like even with R. Kelly, as you get older, you realize you really didn't have to. It wasn't no rape. A lot of times you start realizing what the word really is. Right. Kobe made millions on millions of millions of dollars. Why would one woman go up there and say, "Well, he raped me"? Kobe could have any woman he wanted, married or not. He could get it. Because the thing is, at the end of time, a man, and that is a status symbol. Any Kobe, Shaq, R. Kelly, Michael Jackson, they could, no matter how you look at it, they could have had any woman they wanted. Mm-hmm. Young, old. But you had folks, even with people telling R. Kelly, it was folks handing him kids. Like, hey, here's my daughter. Take my daughter. And the thing is, people will look at him like, no, Kobe didn't have to do all that. Wilt Chamberlain, they said I think he has a status of having sex with 100 women in one night. That wasn't rape. They knew what they was getting into. It's a status symbol. People just you take it all too far. That's what it is, and it just people expect when you start making so many millions of dollars that you're not a human being or you're a god. When when people are handing you millions and millions of dollars for games, Kobe he probably got paid in a year maybe $15 million. Not to think that you got to give something to your agent, you got to give something to your security. There is money in that $15 million. He probably got $4 million maybe out of that. But still, this who sleeps with a man with $4 million in his pocket? Most of these women will walk around worry about sleeping with a nigga that make $100 a night or something like that. It's just something like that, and somebody think sleep with drug dealers is a big thing or something like that. Or no knocks to anybody else. Who you with about your status symbol, but that's just what it is. If that's what you feel. But it's Kobe. $1 million here, money. His wife at the end of the day, yeah, she stayed. She ain't struggling for no money.
She won't be.
Won't be for the rest of life. All the way, Bill Cosby, West wife stayed. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these guys. You know what I'm saying? And then Kevin Hart wife, she stayed. They ain't hurting for nothing. Shoot, Kevin Hart had a death scare. Shoot, he was almost out there doing too. And like I think he's got a Netflix show now talking about I can't fuck this up. Got paid now. Yeah, that man got paid. He's getting paid off of mustache of a fuck up. He getting paid off that. Now you can still fuck up and still get paid off that. There ain't no telling how much Netflix gave him for that special.
I bet you he learned his lesson too, though.
Yeah, shoot.
And I'm saying Kobe learned his lesson for what he did because nobody should die. You know.
Yeah, that's a hard way to learn a lesson. But that's just. But it's life.
Look at the positive side of it.
Right, and I try to take it as all this stuff is. I try to look at the positive side. Man gone, but he left a legacy. With his daughter being such a young age, she still left a legacy. There's a lot of girls that really right now are looking at that they want to be like her. They want to be. She was as far as how old was she? 13. Mm-hmm. Great basketball player. I've seen highlights of some stuff her and her daddy tit for tat. I've seen videos of how he trained her in a gym at home. Beautiful stuff. But he was an involved father. Like I look at it my daughter told for Christmas she wanted to play more sports. That kind of hurt me because she ain't here and I can't teach her. So I got to do better by myself because Mister right here and got up to over 300 pounds and barely can bounce a basketball now without breathing hard. So we got to do better about how we look at this social media stuff because this stuff it's real. Like, no matter what, I don't know what people get off being negative. I don't know if it makes people feel better. Maybe they're just doing it for the clout. But I don't think that we should keep living our lives with negativity because all negativity leads is with hate. And we got enough of that going on. We got our president that by the time he gets impeached, he's going to be out of office anyway.
He's going to win another term.
Please. We got to go to Canada. Like, for real.
I'm trying to. Like $250. I already looked.
Okay, so we got to go to Canada. So, a lot of medicine up there is free.
Round trip.
Right. So y'all heard it first here on the Family Myth, the Legend, that the plane ticket to Canada is $250. I just want to I got my passport. You got to have a passport. Yeah, we in another country, the whole other country. I got my passport. I stamp it. Let's go. Donald Trump probably think we going to Hawaii and need a passport. So, but like I said, that's just.
So what about the other people? Like, are they getting the same respect? Or are they blaming the pilot for? I
don't even think they have put out. If anybody knows whether or not they have put out what was wrong with the helicopter and why it went down. Like, the man been taking helicopters for years.
It's not funny, but when I first heard it, I don't know why you put me, because I'm laughing. It's not funny. It's not a funny situation. But the first thing I thought about was like 50 Shades of Grey.
Right.
50 Shades Dark. I was like, oh my God, I feel like, that's what happened to Christian.
Mm-hmm. He walked away out of it. He walked away out of it.
But I feel,
But did you see the helicopter when he went? Oh, that thing was about to lost his house.
Oh, yeah, because we had a conversation about I didn't know that many people. I was like, maybe it was too many people on the helicopter.
That was a 10 passenger helicopter.
Yeah.
It was 10 passenger.
Yeah,
beautiful because it had
how many people could fit in.
And the bad part, it was a Nike helicopter. It had the Nike symbols on it, had Kobe symbol and stuff on it. It looked like it kind of looked like almost a tank. Like, yeah.
So is there a lawsuit for, I
don't know.
Did somebody check it before they left?
They're supposed to be, like, you have...
still under investigation?
I'm guaranteed it is, because I'm going to tell y'all something, what I say, and that's probably how negativity. They got pictures of talking about what Kobe's body looked like.
Oh, yeah, I've heard that there were videos and photos. I haven't seen them, but there was some circulating.
I don't understand. And see that, and then we concentrate on, like, why would you want to see that? Like, seriously. Like, there was a guy that got killed on live the other night. And one of his best friends killed him. And that kind of gets me too. Like I said, just negativity. But I guess we're feeding into the negativity that Facebook putting out.
Well, I mean, that's just what social media has went to. Like, if something traumatic happened to me, or if I'm in a traumatic situation or see something going on, the first thing I'm not going to do is go on live. Like, who thinks of stuff like that?
That is true.
I just don't understand. Like, if I was in a car accident, or when I was in a car accident, I probably did post on Snapchat. I don't think I ever put on Facebook. And it was like weeks later after the fact. Like, I just don't, that's not the first thing I think of at that moment. Yeah. So I don't understand how somebody can record stuff like that or pull over and take a picture of stuff like that. Like, are you trying to help these people? Or are you trying to help yourself? Did you call that one? You know, like, I just don't understand why we resort to social media every time something happens.
Like, true story.
Like, when the lady was beating the window at the boy's car.
Yeah, we went straight.
Like, did y'all call 911?
Right.
But y'all on social media recorded.
Y'all
I just don't.
I just hope that if we two people, at least one of our phones work. Like, for real.
I just hope that something happened to both of us, instead of y'all recording, I hope y'all trying to get us some help.
Help me. Help me. Please help me.
Jesus.
Help
So
me.
I'm pretty sure they were in Calabasas. You got somebody that was probably recording the plane going down.
Yeah. Yeah. True story. How many years ago? We've been together almost 4 years. About 6 years ago, I was working for Massage Envy then. One late night, they let me go home early from work. I'm coming down 55, coming through Byron. I'm in front of this guy. And he's like more like 4 or 5 car lengths in. I see a car swerve over, hit this car caught fire instantly. One of the cars caught fire. The other dude car slid up, stopped where it was. I jumped out of I stopped right about 4 or 5 car lengths down. I don't even remember if I had my phone on me. I couldn't think about nothing. I'm like, oh shoot, this guy's car is on fire. True story. If y'all think I'm kidding, y'all might can actually look it up. Went down there, ran. I think I left my car running and everything. Ran down there. The guy's in his car, unconscious. Unconscious, but kind of woke him up and trying to, just got him conscious where woke him up where he can see and he would tell me what happened and everything. I pulled him out of the car, and then a few more guys came up and helped me pull him out the car. We got him out. I don't think that one cell phone was pulled up. Somebody had checked the other guy in the car, but we found out he got hit and he jumped out. True story, I'm gonna tell you what ended up happening. This guy had 100 rounds of bullets in his car. He had 100 rounds of bullets. He jumped out, so he didn't want to think about it. He jumped out. His car caught fire, burnt his car up. Ooh, I say it was gone within minutes. We pulled this guy out. By the time the fire got to the gas tank, all you can see was fire shoots about a good 100 feet in the air. Still, no cell phone. Say, what would have been the purpose of me pulling my cell phone out, recording it, and letting that man die? We'll mess around instead of for our good intentions of helping people, we'll let the clout we get off social media be bigger than our good intentions.
I don't know if it's the clout. I don't even think people even, like, we're so programmed to use our phone for other things at this point. Like, we always got a phone in our hand, and I try really hard to not keep my phone in my hand. I really do. People say I be ignoring their messages, but I really try not to have my phone in my hand all the time. I really do. Like, I just feel like we just letting social media take over our brain.
Yeah.
We're programmed to always pick up the phone, and it's not for the for a good reason.
Because I said, me and my brother, like, he's having a hard. Especially with all this stuff with Kobe dying and stuff like that. We just realize not even just smaller people that are out there. He's having a hard time with one of his exes that's really one of his friends. Went in for a routine procedure. An hour later in ICU. Please call me. Like I said, we were talking. He's like, man. He said, well, I have an indifference with a guy I used to hang with. Have you talked to him? I'm like, no, I ain't talked to him. But I was at a position where He said, man, he said, look, he said, I can't have my two older big brothers beefing and y'all leave like this in this world. Because the thing is, life is too short to be holding petty grudges about bullshit. Point blank period. We'll leave this earth mad at a person, and then we'll hear from another person that person was mad at you. Never knowing. I don't think I can say about Kobe's situation. At least he knew he was hated on. People sitting here probably death threats and everything. The little guy from Power. It's just a character. He's getting death threats. Like straight death threats for his character on Power. Like that's not even, you didn't get that man a fight. Y'all don't even know. Like true enough, his character playing some fucked up situations. Like his character's always.
You watch Power? When you watch
Power? I don't watch Power, but if you know the show, you don't know the show.
I think you talking about it, but I don't.
See, but like if you know the show, he's like a pure D, like hellion. Like he's like you want to beat his ass if you seen him in public. They made a video like he's getting on the elevator with this guy, and the guy sees him. He's like, "I'd have beat your ass right now." He's like, "God, man, it's just a show." Right. But he played like
it's bad if you can't take what's the knows the difference between reality and
fantasy,
right?
Because that's a bit like that boy ain't like that in real. Like he played no barbershop. He was the last barbershop. He was Ice Cube's son on barbershop, and you know what I'm saying. He want to be in the game. You want to whoop his ass right then, but still, like you don't know. Like a lot of stuff we take fantasy and reality and we mix it together, and we don't know like how to differentiate the two. Like, you got to pull yourself out of it. But I know a lot of people want their fantasy world, and we want to make that fantasy world our own lives. But it don't work like that. Like, we have to learn to pull ourselves out of stuff and, be something different. Like, the reason I started a podcast is because it's something different. I want to at least have my voice heard while I'm here on this earth. I could leave here tomorrow, and this is the little piece of legacy I have. Like, it's just, you have to learn to do the good you have, or do the good you can do while you on this earth, and just leave it at that. Because no matter how good you do, what's the prince name that's leaving out of Buckingham Palace? Him, the one that just got married to the black girl.
I don't.
Is it Prince Harry?
Sure.
Because he's
Harry, and what's the good name?
Meghan.
Yeah.
Leaving out. They get him.
Bad, y'all. I don't know.
We gonna get her up on current event.
I don't watch the news. I'm telling you, my phone. I probably
we've been watching for 10 minutes. Look, we've been watching Once Upon a Time a lot.
Yeah. I can relate to Once Upon a Time, Housewives, and Black in Chicago.
Right. So reality show. But he's leaving and he's getting slack. The man 8th in line to be king. Like, that means 7 other people gotta die before you become king. I got this brand new wife. Don't they have a baby? They got a baby. Let me enjoy what he left. They left. He leaving millions of dollars, but he got millions of dollars, so he just leaving money for money. Like, let me live my life. If I don't want to be king, I don't have to stay here to be king. That's his decision. Let him. We all make decisions that people don't agree with. Right. But you don't live that man like that. Man that did so much. He have done so much for. I bet you not too many people can say I did something for Africa. That man went over there to help build wells and raise money. He probably have raised more millions of dollars for a foundation than the millions of dollars he has in his pocket. That's just real.
He done pissed somebody off in his day.
Right. The man was a soldier in the army.
Are you talking about Harry?
Both of them are. Both of them are soldiers in the army.
Oh.
But they've raised money and stuff for people that, that they probably won't get no credit about. But they still gonna catch slack on it. I don't get that. Like, let me let even when I'm dead, let me live. That's what I want to say. Let my legacy live on. Like, don't keep tarnishing something that I done had to work hard for. I didn't ask you ungrateful sons of to do nothing. Just, if you did something to help me, be in that position where you help it. Don't sit here and be like, oh, shoot. Well, I'm going to dog him out. I'm going to put his good name, run his good name through the dirt. I live here tomorrow. You let me live. Let me live. I know I'm goofing. I can't talk all the time. Say what?
They're gonna say something.
They gonna say something.
I mean, the show social media, you put whatever you like on there.
Yeah, that's the point of social media.
So when somebody hit you with that backlash, then you have to deal with it because you put it out there.
So.
But however, you can still do what you want. I mean, I guess it's just a double negative.
Yeah, it is. It is. Because you damn if you do, you damn if you don't. So the thing is, just do the good. Do what makes you feel good in this life and makes you happy. Because at the end of the day, shoot, you can't let nobody else happy.
You can't live for nobody else. Live for yourself. Live your best life.
Yep.
And that's what Kobe, I'm sure, was doing.
That man, he tried to, like, honestly.
If he did something positive, somebody got something negative to say. If he did something negative, somebody got something negative to say. So it's just double negative.
Yep. Just, hey. Because the man won a whole Oscar on a portrayal he did for basketball. Whole Oscar.
And
I just say it like this: jealousy is a real thing.
Mm-hmm.
Jealousy is a real thing because there's so many people that at the end of the day they couldn't have made that shot. They couldn't have did the stuff he did, and brought more positivity. And while they concentrate on him, they could have did something better with their life.
Right.
So understand.
The best they could do is be negative on social media. Yeah. Also, the other thing I forgot to add when I found out that he had died was to go to Vanessa's page. So I'm like a private investigator. If y'all need my services, let me know.
All right.
Because I found out stuff in like 30 seconds.
Ain't no telling about what she knew about me before we started dating.
So social media is good for that. Now, if I need to look up something, I definitely go there before I go to Google. But Vanessa actually, like, I don't know if her account was private before, but she made her account private. It was probably the best thing she could have ever did to block out the folks that wasn't already following her. Like, let these people grieve and have a private time. Nobody want to read your comments when they lost somebody. So, and I get it sometimes, some of it may have been positive things and words of encouragement, but like, let them have their moment. Yeah. So, because like nobody, everybody talking about Kobe. Has anybody said anything about Vanessa? Like, do you feel sympathy for her?
The people, like, and
what about the babies that don't even have their dad? Like,
are you sincere about? Are you okay? That's one thing I realize. People are not, when they say, "Are you okay?" They're not sincere. They want to know what your next move is so they can find out what you're doing.
So they can have something else to say.
Yeah, there's something else to talk about. Because I really feel for her or anybody else that's in that position. Because like I said, you still lost your other half. You know what I'm saying?
And not just her. The man that lost his wife, the one that it was just a female on the plane. Her husband and her, I know she had a kid. I don't know.
No, it was three of them.
No, it was a dad, a wife, or like a husband, wife, and a daughter, and then it was a female coach that was on there too that didn't have her husband. Like, it was just her by herself. So she left her husband and one of her kid. I think she only had one child.
People had just lost family members. You had one whole family, 3 out of the 4 gone, just like that. And it's just like death is something you really can't you can't see coming. Like, whether people are going to die. I had one lady tell me, she said her mom was on her deathbed. And she was telling everybody, "Oh, I'm finna die. I'm dying. I'm telling you my final goodbyes. Bye." And found out her cancer went away. So she said she was plumb cussing and calling everybody talking about your sons of bitches that kept me alive. And she still ended up living another 3 months. You don't know when God gonna take you off this earth. Right. So like I said, it's just at the point where you just kind of have to just do what's best for you. Be happy and be appreciative. Because the thing is, tomorrow ain't promised to nobody. Love each other. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate each other and kind of give each other some encouragement. Because like I said, we live in a era where depression is real. Like, it is real. And you never know what a person is going through until, you know what I'm saying, you put yourself in a position to stop and listen. So, check on everybody. Like I said, love each other, goddammit. Like,
put yourself in their shoes. That's why I back off a lot, because I put myself in somebody else's shoes. So, I wouldn't want nobody to bother me. I mean, I get it. You want to say, you may want to have words of encouragement, but I just kind of want my minute to myself. I mean, you can post your negativity and I can block you too. You know what I mean? Like, I don't have to deal with it, and I don't. So I'm pretty sure Vanessa, I feel like, she's the same way. She's not gonna deal with it. And I don't follow any I don't even know the other people's names really. Nobody's focused on them, and I feel bad about that. Like,
but it's just we I think we talk about people who we know. We knew Kobe. We knew Gianna.
Of him.
We know we did because we followed the man's career for 20 years. You know what I'm saying? If you a true fan here, you followed him when he was going to was it Lord Marion when he was playing in. He got into the league when he was 18. Like I said, he's been around for a long time, so you never know what's going on with these folks. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't know what, like I said, Shaq going through it right now. You never know what he's going through. That man lost his sister about a month or so ago. Then to lose his best friend, his brother, to all this, man, it's crazy. So like I said, just love each other, goddamn. Like, move on, do what you got to do, enjoy life.
What my girl say? Oh, you trying to close this live? I still got.
What she say? You back? Yeah.
Tabitha, what's that? You know my girl Tabitha.
The tab, yeah.
What she say? If you're not having a good day, don't go messing up somebody else.
That's true. That's true. Leave my day alone because I ain't got to have your.
Or my life. Worry about your own life.
Yeah. So you can't do nothing but love. Like I said, love each other, goddamn. Get out there and find. If you know somebody going through it, hug them. Like I said, you never know what these folks going through. I hear stories every day. Me and my sides there, you hear stories every day about what people going through, and you be surprised about how people feel and what they going through. And sometimes you can relate to the story because you've been through it. But like I said, rest in peace, Kobe. Rest in peace to all those folks, Gianna. Rest in peace to all the other people that was on that helicopter because don't none of us deserve to go out like that. It's just a tragedy, and we want better for it. And I just pray that the people that lost these family members make it because, like I said, it was some. Those lives really touched. Like, you gotta think how far they touched. So from the family myth to legend, I am the king of the family myth 11, Mr. Jordan, with the missus, the queen of it. So you got anything to say? Mm-hmm. So y'all be easy, be blessed, and take care of each other.